Ladies, why would a guy like that want you?
I talk to only men with money, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's not me trying to find men with money. It's
because
I'm
different.
With
Hold
money
on,
for
this is
some
actually pretty
reason.
good.
Because I'm
Why
different.
does that man want you?
Because I have values.
What makes it special? We'll
Because
start
I
here.
have values.
Hold on, we'll make this even better. All of you hold 10 fingers up right now, like this.
Okay.
Okay? And I want you to say why a man that's in the top 1% should pick you.
Okay.
Now, name that trait. Let's say, for example, you said, she said a second ago, Ms. Poland said she has values, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. So if she says, I have value, and you also have value, I want you to take one finger down. Okay? So if a girl names a trait that you also have, I'm loyal. If you're loyal, put one finger down. If she says, I'm a good cook, you put one finger down if you're also a good cook. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So let's start with you. Why should a guy like that pick you?
Because I have like a good sense of humor.
You're funny,
Yeah.
okay? Ladies, if you're funny, take a finger down.
I'm not funny.
If you think you're funny or a good sense of humor,
Nah.
that means you can find things funny.
It's a bit twisted, so no. I find things funny that most people don't find funny.
That's funny as fuck.
No, not really.
That means you have a good sense of humor because you can find a wide range of things funny.
Okay, fine.
Okay. What about you? Ms.
Me?
Poland? Yeah, name one thing that you have that a guy in the 1% that you have that will qualify you for that.
I work very hard for everything and I'm very independent.
Okay. Who else works hard for everything and is independent? Fantastic.
Hard
okay,
worker.
what about you?
I'm loyal.
Okay. Who else is loyal? Drop a finger. Okay. What about you?
I'm Chinese.
Me love you long
Give
time.
us a real trait, yeah.
Me love you long time.
Maybe like self-control. So for example, like I'm 23 and I've still never touched any drugs. I've never been drunk in my life.
Okay.
So
Self-control.
I've held out for that long, so
All
I
right.
think maybe self-control.
Self-control. Who else here has self-control? Put one finger down.
Okay.
What about you?
If you lost it all tomorrow, I'd still be there for you. Hold you down.
So would that be
Ride or die.
loyal?
Like a ride or die.
Oh,
yeah, like,
okay.
I guess
You're ride or die, I guess.
Yeah. I always have your back.
Okay, so you're loyal.
I guess.
entrepreneurs go broke sometimes, guys.
Okay,
You gotta
so-
ride the wave.
Okay, so if you're loyal, put a finger down. All right. What about you? Name one trait that qualifies you for this 1% guy.
I could raise his children in 4 different languages. So I could teach them 4 different languages too.
Okay, multilingual. Who else here is multilingual? Go ahead and take a
That's me.
finger down.
I mean, actually, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Polish and English.
Okay. All right. You know what? You want to go one more time around?
One more time around.
Okay.
Do it again.
Now, you just name one more thing that you have, and then we'll let the rest of the girls if they
It makes
have
you
it as well.
special.
Yeah, that makes you special.
Special like is not necessarily different from
Something
the
that will
rest.
qualify you for a 1%
makes you
guy.
stand out.
One of your best traits that
No.
makes you qualify.
One of my best traits.
Yes.
Like Spider-Man has webs. Green Goblin has like the surfboard. What do you have?
what?
Honestly, I personally
Like there's a great surfboard.
That's an inside joke.
Yeah.
The chat
Go
knows.
ahead.
I personally don't believe that there's anything that makes me uniquely special, and that's really the other person who has to see that in you. I don't believe, like, I think I have lucky girl syndrome, whereas I don't look for things and they just come to me. So I've never really competed for any guys.
So you could
and-
manifest?
No, not really that. It's more like I'm not desperate for things, and I just let things happen. And
All right. So if you're not desperate, take a finger down, ladies. Okay. What about you?
Another trait?
Yeah.
Okay.
That qualifies you for this 1% man that you're seeking?
Okay.
Ladies, you can put one hand down if it's actually like finished.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's finished, put one hand down.
I know
Sorry.
you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's
shaking.
Fucking weaklings.
I would say I'm not difficult to deal with.
You're not difficult to deal with? Okay, so you're easygoing. You're chill.
Yeah.
Who else is easygoing and chill?
Not me.
Go with the
Okay.
flow.
What about you? Name one thing.
I think like as I mentioned before, like I was raised like pretty conservative, so I try to like my parents kind of like instill like traditional.
You have good morals.
Yeah, I'd say so at least.
Okay, good
Based on
morals. Who
my-
else has
based
good
on my
morals?
habits.
I do, I guess.
Okay, now go ahead. One more thing for you.
Open-minded.
Open-minded. Okay. Anyone else open-minded? Put a finger
Yeah.
down. Okay. What about you?
I cook and clean.
Okay. Who else can cook and clean in
All right,
here?
Cardi B.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, I can really cook.
Okay. Really cook and clean. Okay. What about you?
I'm considerate.
Okay. Who
Like
else here is
everything.
considerate?
oh yeah.
Okay. Now, who? Real quick, nice and high. Who has fingers left up?
I have one left.
You have one left.
two.
You have two. You have four. You have what? Do you have any?
Half.
You have half of one left.
Man, you got nothing left.
You triggered my trap
You have
card.
nothing left.
Nope.
Okay, and then what do you have? Do you have anything left?
I had 11 down.
11 down.
So I
Okay.
had extra down.
So, ladies, I don't know if you guys caught on, but all of you have very similar traits.
Yeah.
So, again, you guys sit there and say, I deserve this guy, but the girl next to you has the same traits.
I don't know. I just said
I
that
don't
because
think
I
it's
do.
about deserving
in the
a
guys that
certain
we
guy because like we are talking about the 1%, right? And of course, like the 1% is going to be concentrated in certain areas, and of course the girls who are here, they are surrounded by that 1%. So the average, like when we
No,
speak
I'm
about averages, like I'm not going to find that 1% maybe in a rural area. And truthfully, most people date people like who are easy to date when it comes to proximity. Like most people are not in like long distance relationships. If you happen to be here in Miami, you'll date the people who are here in Miami.
Yeah, but
I have one thing to say if I can say it. So
I'm
the
not saying
difference,
they're gonna be loyal.
Yeah, but the difference is, here's the difference. Why I said that, because many people were raised in families, full family. They had a great childhood. You know, they never asked for anything because parents are providing like a basic things. What I said, my values are different because I came from nothing. My first job, I was cleaning houses in the United States. We were completely broke in Poland. I asked for pens and I waited like 2 months to receive them. I see things super different, and I can go to poor. I've had a very good lifestyle with someone before, but I can go and be poor and I'll still make it work. People who are raised in families that they provided a lot of things for
So you'll
them.
date a broke man now? At 38?
I used to.
But
not,
would you
not
now?
No, I don't date anybody
So you
now.
can't go back.
Seriously, I can actually.
You just said you wouldn't date one now.
No, that's what I would like to have for a family, to provide my child. For example, if I'm gonna have a family, I would like a guy to make this money because
you just said you
So
understood
by definition, you can't go back.
being poor to
I
broke.
can go back.
to
I
rich.
can because I know what I'm doing in my life to make money, and I'm going to provide myself stuff.
No, but I'm saying you wouldn't date a broke man now.
I
It
think
depends what's broke for you. If I'm really falling in love, if he has some, at least, you know,
like some sort of stability.
The
something
mental
that he wanna
gymnastics right
build
now.
in his life and make money, cool. But
No, I'm confused.
So don't be confused, because if I would meet somebody now and I want to provide to my child and like family, yeah, I want somebody who makes this money. But I've had guys who are broke, and if they had a like ambition and they want to make money in the future, I believe in them, and I would be helping
Here's the
them out.
problem, right? There's
It
a
really
lot of guys
depends.
in Miami with money. Some are tall, some are successful. The majority of guys maybe in top 1% here because they're athlete celebrities, maybe multimillionaires. The problem is that, like, why are they going to choose you over a young girl who's coming 18 years old every day?
I don't think young girls are very attractive in a mindset. I
That's
think
true.
No,
I don't.
that's you. But a man with money and success
I
doesn't want
hear
a
that a
headache.
lot. I have a lot of guys in their 20s, 30s. They're really approaching me, and they don't care how old I am. They
For
just like
sex.
the way. No,
For
actually,
sex.
not for sex. I don't
Yeah.
sleep with them. They
mean-
want to actually like the connection, how mature I am, because I'm not gonna. Trust
Let me guess. Do they have money?
They have a good job. They're professionals. They
No, but
make
do they
good
have money
money.
that you want?
I don't know what they have. I don't ask them how much they make. I
But
can
see,
think about it. Like
That's the
oh,
whole point, though. They just see you as a mature lady that they can learn from or maybe fuck. That's it.
No, I
And what do we
disagree
see
on
men
that.
as?
Really?
I've met some guys that they were very interested in like really dating, and
So
they,
then why do you pick them?
because I'm not into young guys. What do you think I'm gonna do with him? Date him for 8 years, and I'm gonna
So
be like 50
then
and get
your
engaged?
option then doesn't make any sense because it's not even what you
I
want.
don't want young guy. I'm not into
So then
into young
why bring it
guy.
up then?
I'm just talking about there's a lot of younger guys who likes older girls. That's what I
smash.
said.
To smash.
Yeah.
No, I mean
No,
That's
You
what
know?
they want.
Older girls, man.
If you let them smash,
I don't think so.
How
I
do you-
don't think so.
How do you know?
I don't know. You kind of know. A guy who's 50 wanna, smash this ass
yeah, yeah.
as well. It doesn't really matter.
Well, here's a tip for you. All men want to smash, but this is a younger guy.
Of course,
Like you're older. I mean, just to be real here, he just wants to smash.
if you said so.
I'm telling you
I
so.
mean, maybe.
But can I ask, so like, what difference would it make for a guy? For example, like you're saying, like a young guy, he sees like an older woman and he just wants to smash. So what would make it different in my situation as to like, what makes you think that he just wants to smash and that's it?
Well, you're younger. You're like his age, right? So
Yes.
It's not the same thing. See,
But-
from his point of view, as the guy that you're dating right now, like he's like on your level in terms of, for example, like age. So
But I've also noticed that guys around my age will typically go for younger girls because, like, for example, I had to take a year off because I needed to focus on my career. These years are crucial to building like sustainability for yourself.
Stop the cap.
No cap. No, but
smash 'em.
seriously, I mean, like, yo, you see 20-something-year-old guys like becoming entrepreneurs, like, you know, and like, what makes you think that they just don't want to fuck? You know what I'm saying? So like, what makes them different regardless of my situation? There's still a 20-year-old something guy.
They
So-
want to smash, but to take you serious is the next level. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. And do you think like a guy in his 20s like can't just mentally get to the next level, period?
No, he can, but you have to be worth it. That's what I'm trying to say here.
And what within like being in a relationship with a woman lets you know if it's worth it or not, no matter. So like, because there are moments where like people will be together for years and maybe it just wasn't worth it for the guy. So like, what in that makes it worth it for you to want a woman, like no matter what age range you are, to want to marry them?
To be frank, you can't all be the same.
Exactly.
So if you're all saying the same things that makes you special or valuable, then there's not much difference. And every guy's
Yeah.
different. For example, he might want you to like maybe stay at the house, take care of the kids. Some guy might want to help with his business. Whatever that guy wants, you have to be there for him. So
Right.
it depends on the actual guy.
But what if at the same time, like, let's say we're not, like, me and him are not, like, doing anything around, or, like, you know, we're both focusing on our careers and we come to that point and it's like, so what now? Like, how do you know, like, what you want and what you don't want? You know, like, regardless of the age. Because some people get married within three months, 3 weeks of knowing each other.
Mhm.
But, like, what is that mental change that happens for a man?
I think for a guy, it depends on what his maturity level is. Like, what his maturity level could be. For example, he's 23 years old, but he's mature because he's either been through it already or he knows what he actually wants. So it depends on the guy. But to be frank with you, though, you gotta stand out.
Yeah.
You can have good looks. You could be charming.
But
you
good
could
looks
be.
don't mean anything. It's materialistic. Anybody could have good looks.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So how do you differentiate between every other girl? Do you tend to his needs 24/7? Do you give him like a lot of attention? Whatever that is that he
It
needs.
fits his expectations. That's
Yeah.
what I
Yeah,
said. Everyone
so
has different expectations.
Is it wrong for like us
I
to
don't
also
know,
have
just-
those similar expectations just because like, you know, like we're women and like the age and like whatever? Or should we still hold those expectations because we see ourselves as high valued women?
Well, again, your definition of high value is different from what we see as high value. So it's almost like if the guy's gonna be wanting you
Mhm.
as his girlfriend or wife, you gotta fit his needs.
Right.
Now, vice versa, if you want your needs, he already met them from before. The
Right,
money, the
correct.
status, the success. So he already did it
110%.
from the very beginning.
But what if he's not even successful? Like that's what I'm saying. Like entrepreneurs go broke, and like
It
it's
happens.
it's a test of faith. Like I think like that's the biggest part. Like people aren't willing to like go through like the hard stuff to like be able to help their man like get better.
I agree, but it's more like girls don't want to go through that phase anymore. Like they might do it for like a little bit, like
But
5
what
months, a year.
happens like when real life shit goes down and you're married to someone and
then
like,
you have
let's,
to
let,
be
us say that you have a
abiding side.
recession, like we're you know like what
Of
happens
course.
when like the market's like
You
crashes.
have to be
like,
by his side.
Are you gonna like dip on your husband, or are you are you gonna
No,
stick
no.
through and like put on your fucking big girl pants and like take that shit? Like
Most are gonna dip from the very beginning. So
that's sad. Like if that's really like the culture that we live in, like that's so sad. And I don't think that that's right either.
I agree.
I'm kind of interested
Yeah.
in seeing you guys' like what your qualifications are for
For
women.
like a high value.
Yeah.
woman.
Personally,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
personally,
just
I'm
out of
really
curiosity.
interested. Like, I
Yeah.
just really want to know. Like, what's funny?
I just did you guys not understand why we did that finger experiment?
No, I understand that. Obviously,
What's your takeaway from that finger experiment?
first of all, nobody's special. Like all of the qualities that we think are unique to us are not.
Okay.
But I don't think that we have to be special in a way. Like it's just that the other person has to believe that we have something that makes them happy.
Yeah, the
Because,
connection and exactly
Because like it's most people look for a partner, and whatever like complements that specific person, they'll find in the partner they choose. Sometimes we see couples and we see like, well, they don't really match. Like, why would he choose her? Why would she choose him? But they're a couple and they're together and they understand each other. that happens every day. Like we see sometimes gorgeous Victoria's Secret models with guys who don't make a lot of money, and we're like, that's out of the norm. That's
This
an
is the
outlier.
energy between
But
them,
maybe
connection.
she sees potential in him.
course.
Maybe she thinks that someday he's gonna be like the man that she
Ambition.
wants him. Yeah, the man that she
Do you
wants him
think
to be.
women are
Oh, he treats
realistic?
her
I'm going to go
well.
around the table on this. Do you think women are realistic with where they stand and what they deserve in a man?
No.
Yes or
no.
no? No? Okay, what about you?
Typically, no.
What about you?
No.
No?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
I did that finger experiment to demonstrate that women want top tier guys, but they're not necessarily top tier women in
Of
return.
course.
I don't think
So-
most women want top tier guys.
They absolutely do. They absolutely
You
do.
cannot
I mean,
have
anyone
everything
wants
in
They
one
absolutely
guy.
do.
Like
I think-
anyone wants a top tier
Just
person.
like you cannot in a
period.
woman.
I just said a second ago, would you prefer your Instagram or an average man? And you took the Instagram over that.
No, I said, like, the thing is, if you're going to pull averages and what consists, like when we talk also about women, right, there's things like income, height that matter to women, right? What matters to men, like they don't care about education, they don't care about
you.
height, well, unless she's taller than him, then sometimes they care.
Well, no, there could be short kings that like tall
That's
women.
like if we're to determine what guys care about, then it wouldn't be like an even, like it wouldn't be really even, because men usually just care about, I don't know, pussy. That's it.
Period. It's
Like-
like, I think you have to click with
So
the
you do realize
person,
you just
that's
made my
it.
argument stronger for me, correct? With your very statements you
Can you
just
answer
made.
your question?
Not triggered my trap card. Not really, because I mean, I
If
guess
average women don't want average men, but men that are above average are okay with average women, what does that mean?
no, that's not.
That they're willing
that's
to
not
They
settle
exactly what
connected
I
on a
said.
certain level
The thing is-
together.
What's that?
The thing is, no person or very little are going to be average in every single category, and that's just statistics. So, like, to have like all of these averages, like height, income, education, all of that, all together in one category, that would be like, no, there's going to be variations. So that's why some people pick and choose. Oh, I don't care if he's broke, but he's 6 feet.
Yeah,
Or no, he makes like 2 million, but he's, I don't know, 5'3".
And ugly. Yeah, of
exactly.
course.
That's why these are averages. Like,
Yeah.
that's why women
Yeah.
pick and choose.
Yes.
It's very, very
100%.
hard to find like the median, like to be everyone. Like the average Joe, like is not every.
It's actually
person.
not, because average by definition means majority. Means the average person is the majority, and that's what the average is. That's why it is the average. It's the
That's-
median, which means it's in the middle, because a multitude of people average out in that area. That's what it means.
That's not exactly what it means. What? No, like what I'm saying, that's not exactly what it means with all categories. Because, like, of course, average height is 5'8". That's the average height. But does the average 5'8" person make 50,000? Then you would have to do it all over again. And that's coming from someone who, like, does econometrics.
The point I'm trying to make is that average women don't want average men. That's what I'm trying to describe. But most women themselves are average. Okay?
Yeah, most women are average.
And then when I went
agree.
around the table and asked you guys to describe yourselves, something you bring to the table for a man that's superior, all of you guys pretty much had the same traits. So the reality is, none of you really have that much of different distinguishing features to validate getting a top tier guy. So what I'm saying is that
That's very.
a lot of you guys are similar,
Yeah.
but you want a man that isn't similar at all. You want a man that's superior. So my question is this: if you find that guy, are you okay with him having multiple women?
I mean, I would be okay with it, but not everybody.
What about you? Would you be okay with it
With what?
if you had multiple women? The guy that you described earlier.
Are we together?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would not be okay with that.
Okay. What about you?
In what context?
Yeah, multiple girls. You're like one of his girlfriends.
Concubine.
You mean like a high value man having multiple girlfriends?
I guess. Yeah.
Emperor.
You want to look at it that way.
Personally, I'd rather.
Not. Okay. What about you?
Yeah.
I would pick the guy with $5,000 a month.
Okay. What about you?
I would not want to know if they are, and if they are, I would go and have a few guys too on the side. Simple.
Period. She said, let's make it equal.
Yeah, period.
Okay.
At
All right,
40.
what about
Sorry,
you?
that's how we live these days.
What about you?
Absolutely not. If he wants a different girl, I can put on a wig. I can contour my face. Like,
I mean, but
we
the
can
pussy's
switch
all
it
the same.
up.
That's it.
Like, what personality do you want?
Bring some girlfriend to the bedroom.
Like, bro,
That
what
doesn't
girl
work.
you want? Like, what personality
that
would you
doesn't
like?
work.
It does.
Personality.
Yeah, it
a big
does.
ass.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I
does.
find it interesting how I asked the
When they're
girls
crazy
Tyler
enough
pussy.
and they got
if they're
multiple
delusional. All of you agree that women are delusional.
Of course.
I am super
All of you
delusional.
agree
Of
that girls
course.
are delusional
Yeah.
as to
Yes.
where they
Yes.
stand
Big
and what
time.
they think that they want. But then I asked, okay, if you get this guy, are you okay
Like,
with him having other women? And a lot of you guys are saying no, which is interesting. And then also on top of that, when I asked what you bring to the table to that man, all of you bring the same thing to the table.
Okay, but what
Do
he
you guys
brings
not
to
see
table?
how
What
crazy
he
this
brings
looks?
to table?
To be fair,
Money.
Do you not, hold on, do you not see, like, I really want you guys to think
I
about
don't
this
get
really
this.
hard. All of you virtually bring the same thing,
correct.
okay? You're all pretty much the same.
What about him? What he brings? Tell me. The income I
He
make
is
too.
the man.
I can make the same income. I can be actually attractive. I can make things the similar way. What he brings to the
but
table.
here's the thing. How many are there of him versus how many are there of you?
There's a lot of girls like me. There's a lot of guys like him.
No, there's not. There's less than
There is.
1% of the
Guys,
population.
I went on many dates. There's a lot of great guys.
Okay, are you aware of the fact that just because you went on dates with these individuals doesn't mean that that is the majority?
I don't know. I think it's very equal in my opinion.
Okay, let me ask you this question. If I told you world hunger isn't real, right? And what would you say to that?
To what?
If I told you world hunger isn't real, what would you say to that?
Probably it's not real. I don't know.
Wait, you know what that is, right?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Okay, that's the problem. You don't know what it is.
I have an idea. Explain it to me.
Niggas be hungry.
Everyone is
No, I
hungry.
don't
Everyone
Let
wants
me
to
go on the
eat.
table on this one then.
Okay.
If I said world hunger wasn't real, what would your response be to that?
That's a false statement
Why is it false?
because world hunger is definitely real.
Okay. What if I responded to you, well, everybody around me eats?
Well,
What would your
we
response
live,
be to that?
well, we live in a capitalist country, and luckily,
You're giving the clean version. You would think in your head this guy's a moron, correct?
yeah, I think his vision is very limited.
Rightfully so. What would you say?
World hunger is real.
Okay, but what if I said around me, everyone eats around me?
That's you.
I'm an idiot, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
let me
but,
just interject real quick. English is her second language. Maybe she misunderstood you.
Yeah.
No, she understands.
Yeah,
I did not actually fully.
the
I
way
didn't
she-
understand
the way
fully.
she
I'm not gonna lie to you.
It made it seem like she really did not understand.
I did not.
She understands,
So,
bro.
I did not. If I'm not lying, if I didn't, I thought I think I understood differently. I don't understand what you're saying. Actually,
Like world hunger
I'm
means,
sorry.
Like the entire like a good majority of people in countries, like they're starving, like they have no food. Like
Okay.
yeah,
People
like
are poor in Poland.
Yeah, like
no, not anymore. But yeah, okay,
Like-
you're
like
right.
in
They're
Russia,
just the
like in
medium
Ru-
classes
yeah.
there.
like
majority of time.
hard, like rough, you know, like they don't have like access to food as easily.
Okay,
Yeah, like period.
okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand the question at this point.
It doesn't matter if you understood the question because all
It
I'm
does
trying
matter.
to illustrate, it does, because I'm trying to draw an equivalency. So when you said, all the men I date have money, or all the men, it's common because I find these men all the time, that's like me saying
It's
world
not
hunger.
money. It's they good guys. It's not only money. It's also like the
The
guy
thing
that
is-
is my type.
She's privileged enough to be in an environment where there are many of these men. That's the point she's trying to make.
And privilege is invisible to those that have it. So if I
110%.
say world hunger doesn't exist because everyone around me eats, well, I'm a fucking idiot. Because world hunger is real and it exists. Just because it doesn't operate in my reality doesn't mean that it isn't reality.
But she's not saying that there's all around the world a lot of men who are tall millionaires. She's just saying
But she's using
that
it to
in
justify her worldview, which
My
is
word is where it
extremely
leads.
skewed.
her- in her
my word is where it
proximity.
leads.
Her-
In
yes,
Miami.
but
You
yes,
know?
in Miami. But
Yeah.
that doesn't change the fact that her worldview is extremely skewed
I don't
and
care
not
about
valid.
the world.
But
I
she's
live
not-
here.
She's not gonna
This is
date
where I'm looking
someone.
my partner for. I don't look in freaking China or Poland right
she
now.
Low-key has a point in a way because
Just,
like
you're not-
like for example, influencers are put in a position where they don't have to worry about real life stuff. Like for example, example, like dating average. Because when you gain like access to a pool of
She's not an influencer.
no, I'm just saying as an example, of course. I'm not saying that anyone's
And I
an
hope I'm
influencer.
never going to
But I'm
be.
saying, like, for example, if you're a privileged person where you're an attractive female or something of the sort, then you're going to be placed into a pool where you have access to those kind of people, right?
And I do
Yes or
have an
no?
access to many
Yeah,
things.
exactly. So
and I'm
you-
just talking about my life,
You
my
okay?
type of,
You okay?
thing.
You okay? In a minute.
I'm just amazed at like the
Hubris.
the stupidity that I'm witnessing right now.
But I think you shouldn't say that because everyone has their own opinion, and stupidity is the wrong word to
an
say at
opinion
this
can
point.
be wrong.
Yeah, but you
Absolutely
can be wrong too, and calling somebody stupid is stupid to even say that.
No, it's not stupid
Yes,
enough
it
because
is.
calling out the truth is the truth. For
But
example,
that's not true. That's your truth. That's not my truth.
To use your own
It's true.
personal worldview, right? There's no such thing as my truth. It's just the truth. The truth is objective. It's not a personal view. It's, oh, okay, if it's true, it's true. There's no such thing as my truth. That's a very ridiculous way to look at the truth.
Well, I don't use stuff like that stupidity about people. I don't really say things like that. I think everyone has an opinion and rights to say what they feel, how they see world. My word is not your word. That's it.
But
doesn't mean I'm stupid or I'm just this or that.
If you're wrong, you're wrong. And for you
But
to
I'm
say,
not wrong.
Because what I'm saying is that
That's your wrong.
you have a very skewed perception of men in the United States. Because your rebuttal is, well, the men around me are all rich. Okay.
I'm not saying they're rich. I said whoever you should not act like this. If I'm talking about seeing
Because
people
I was
or
talking and you
being
just cut me
attached
off.
to people,
Because I was talking and you
it's
just cut me off.
professionals. I'm not saying they're rich. You know
Okay.
what's rich?
They're well off, whatever it may be. Because that's how you substantiated your argument, saying, well, the
$300,000
people,
is not rich
To you.
to me.
the average person makes 30 to 50K in the United States. $300,000 puts you in almost the top 2 or 3% of
Yeah.
America.